Sorry about that. I was trying to hit the pause button, but didn't pause it in time. I want to talk about two things, though. Basically, two things in video games that, well, hopefully, these things will be looked at and hopefully fixed with the next installment. And another one being a game series that I truly believe somebody needs to pick up and start continuing. Of course, I'm talking about WWE 2K15, and the other game I'm talking about is NCAA Football, or the NCAA Football series. As far as 2K15 goes, I look at it like this. This is a series, WWE 2K15, this is a series that I believe really needs to improve on a lot of the game, not just the gameplay, but improve on, making sure the game doesn't freeze on you, making sure there's not any more glitches, things like that. Just making sure. Hold on for a sec. But anyway, these are things that, I hope WWE 2K15 looks at. The freezes, the glitches, games are going to have glitches, but come on, you're presenting a game over multi platforms, if you will, over the current gen and the new gen, if you know what I mean. Like I said, over the current, you're basically presenting a game over 4 different platforms: the current generation of platforms, the new generation of platforms, and whatnot. And it's almost like, when you're doing this, you want to make sure you present it in a way that, is less glitchy, less if mostly non-freezable, and something that people will enjoy. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Brian, that's not probably going to be possible. Well, you know what? With a new division, with some new people helping 2K, with 2K Sports having some new people helping Ukes and all that, I truly think it's possible. I think it's possible due to the fact that it can and should be done. How and when that happens is totally up. It's totally up, if you will, to 2K Sports overall. Because if they got a team of people working with Ukes and a few others that are helping put this series together, put this new installment together, I'm sure 2K15 is going to be like, look. 2K15 is going to be like, look, you guys got to do this, and you guys got to fix that because this doesn't look right. And that's not a lie. That's not me coming out here and lying about that. That's a fact. They're going to basically look at this and say, okay, we need to work on this. You need to work on this and that so that people will have something they can really enjoy without the less glitches and all that and freezes and whatever. I'll tell you this honestly, when I started playing 2K14, I was happy with everything that was added on, including the championship belt creator. But here was the problem that I had in universe mode and sometimes in standard exhibition mode. And that was anytime I would put my created championship on the line with one of my created characters, the game would freeze. It would freeze up. It would freeze and I have to restart. And to me, it's just something that I found very, very annoying. I really did. It's just something I found very annoying. Just something I found very annoying. Just like I find that motorcycle going around like he's doing, very annoying. Hold on for a second. I'm going to get me some breakfast here. But like I was saying, there's just some things they need to fix, especially like I said, if you're presenting this across, multiple platforms, including the current platforms of PS3 and 360, and the current new platforms, next-gen platforms of the Xbox One and the PS4. You know, it's like if you're presenting them over these platforms, well, you know that people are going to expect better out of you. And like I said, I think with 2K kind of behind the scenes now and working more closely with Ukes and those that are working on the game, hopefully these mistakes will be lessened. These mistakes, these freezes, these glitches will be lessened to a major degree. I mean, they're working on a lot of things that we found very annoying about the last two editions, and that was the commentary. So hopefully that's worked and worked out on. But again, like I said, it's just, you know, it's stuff, you know, it's stuff like these glitches and these freezes. And, you know, like I mentioned earlier before I went inside to get my breakfast at Taco Bell, you know, there's just a group of people that, you know, there's just a group of people that I believe, well, not a group of people, but yeah, there is a group of people like me that I believe very annoyed, very sick and tired of the fact that you get the same commentary constantly over and over. And like I was saying as well, before I went and got my breakfast, like I was saying, the one thing that kind of got to me that I felt was annoying was the fact that we kept constantly getting freezes. Well, not constantly. Well, when you use universe mode, you got freezes and stuff, but you would also sometimes get it when you would be playing exhibition mode, and that got, like I said, that got annoying. That got frustrating, and not a lot of people liked it. So, not a lot of people cared for it. They didn't like the fact that they kept getting interruptions and freezes. And yeah, they may have cleared it up just a bit, but I could probably still tell you that there's a chance that if you were to create a championship again, you know, in my case and many others' cases, you might still get some freezes here and there. And hopefully, like I say, these freezes, these sudden freezes, these glitches, all these things are taken care of and are at a far lesser degree of happening than they did before. And hopefully, when it comes to community creations and all that, that's worked on, that's fixed, and hopefully the online deal's fixed, so that we don't have the problem we had last year. Because I felt that was annoying too. But like I was saying, hopefully they get a lot of these glitches and issues taken care of now that 2K, like I said, is more behind the scenes than they were with the last one. Because pretty much the last one, yeah, it was the first official one, but it was still under the contract, well, not under the contract, but still under the status that Ukes were the ones, that Ukes creations or gaming were the ones solidly behind a lot of what you saw, and 2K was only publishing it. Now 2K is more involved. They got some other people working with Ukes, and again, like I said, hopefully this works out a lot of the glitches, a lot of the freezes. It makes them less prevalent, if not prevalent at all, in the game. Excuse me. Because like I said, presenting it on another console, especially a next-gen console, yeah, I don't think people that own an Xbox One or a PS4 are going to be too happy with glitches and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or constant freezes. So hopefully they've addressed those. And hopefully they've addressed those and we won't be dealing with them, you know, that much or if at all. Now, another game that apparently has been put on hold by EA, has been put on hold for a while due to some behind-the-scenes conflicts, is NCAA Football. And to me, this is probably one of the more creative football games that you have out there. One of the most creative football series. that you have, because just like most of the copies, just like most of the releases, one of the things that always attracted people to the game wasn't just the gameplay and how it got improved over the weeks. I mean, not weeks, but over the years. How the graphics got more detailed and stuff, or how certain other colleges, either they were FCS schools or FBS schools, got added onto the roster of schools. It wasn't just all that. What it was is you also had the addition of creating a team, your own team, up to I think 12 teams, maybe more if they expanded it, as well as creating your own player. And that was pretty good. It was pretty awesome. And over time, especially going into the next gen, into the generation of 360 and PS3, and even now, if they felt like it, Xbox One and PS4, they gave you the option. Believe it or not, they gave you the option. And yeah, it was a little, and I will admit, it was a little confusing when they first introduced it, I think around the 13 or 12 release. But it was around one of those releases back then that, you could go online to EA Sports, go to the EA Sports.team builder or something like that, and create your team there. And the reason they gave you that opportunity to do it there, if you will, was because it gave, even though it was a little bit more of a task and a little confusing at first, instead of just doing it with the game, just doing it with the game and all that. The reason it was a little bit more difficult is because you had to go to the computer or your laptop and do it online into the website. And one of the benefits, and one of the reasons for this was they allowed you to add your own logo. Yeah. If you wanted to add the logo of McDonald's or Walmart or even your high school alma mater, it allowed you to do it. And then, once you did everything correctly, you can go to back to the game, go to the team builder there, basically find your team and start playing as your team in the game. And that was a unique perspective. That was a unique take. But to me, I look at it this way. I look at it like this. If you're gonna do this, do this with the series, then continue doing so. And you know what? This is what made the game, as they improved on that portion of it, that new portion of it, that made it more better and more popular with fans. And now all of a sudden they take it away because of some behind-the-scenes situations. Behind-the-scenes situations just doesn't make sense to me. So, but this is one series I think they need to bring back, and I think honestly, it doesn't matter if it's EA Sports or whoever, they need to bring them back. And they need to put back the creative school portion right into the game. And the only thing that you should have to do to go online for anything is go online to that gaming site, the gaming publisher site, in the section for that game, and add the logo, and that's it. It makes it easier. So, to me, I think that's another game they should bring back and they should really improve on, especially with just allowing you to put the logo in. That way you can just create it on the game console like you used to. So that's all I'm going to say, folks. I'm going to head into work now, and I'll talk to y'all later.